We good? Are we here? Is this too loud? My preview screen is broken. No, it's not. What's up, guys? We are back finally, and we have a full Chevy Silverado in red. So we got nice contrast, which is great. Finally, a bright red vehicle here, not always black. We are going to be doing the whole thing, except for the windshield, in Limo. So we are doing a visor strip, sunshade, sun visor, windshield strip, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be doing that. And we're going to be doing Limo over the rest of it. So it's going to be dark. It's going to be pretty dark. Not as dark without the windshield, but you know how it goes. All right, overview and stream test. 1. Hey! We still are working. All right, so like I said, we're going to be doing a visor strip, sunshade, windshield strip. We're going to be doing the front doors, back doors, and back glass. As far as everything goes on this, there's nothing very crazy about this. It's all pretty straightforward. So I don't have a lot to say on like what to watch out for. Just like follow along, have fun. Canon. Where you been? What do you mean? What do you mean? I've been here. I've been here. No, it's just been slow. It's been like, some has been slow, and I've been busy in other ways too. So like, we're kind of coming through the ass end of like a brutal winter. So phone calls and stuff dramatically dropped off. So I've done some small stuff, but it really hasn't been ideal here. I'm sorting my tools and stuff. What's up, man? Haven't seen your ass in a bit? I know, buddy. I'm sorry. It's good to be here. What should I have? Did you guys see these? Oh, mine's dirty. Did you guys see these? Look at how green that is. I love this thing. This is so fun. Wait, I'm going to clean it off. I've been using it. God, how do I not have brand new ones here? How much does your tint business make a year? I don't know. We haven't been open for a year yet. Can you do another vehicle on how to shrink without getting creases? There's, like, every job that I do is kind of, like, every stream that I do is kind of a video on how I shrink a car without getting creases in it. It just comes down to practice. Watch a lot of videos and look out for little tips. I mean, we can ask when we're closer to, like, shrinking, but unfortunately we don't have much to shrink here. Everything's a shrinking video, though. How do you know what type of film you want to carry? See what the company is going to do for you and see what benefits the film has. I mean, you'll check out the different pricing and stuff like that, but get a good investigation on what they are as far as like shipping times to your area, what other people think about the film, stuff like that. Just, you know, there's a lot to take in mind, but there's a lot of good companies out there, so it's not that hard to find something that's pretty good, but what's good for you might be different for somebody else. Why do you shrink truck windows? I've never shrunk a truck in my life. I like to shrink, so there's always this little debate, and it seems like in the Facebook groups more than anything. I like to shrink most everything a little bit, because if I'm not pulling seals and stuff like that, there's always chances for something to pop up. And if it only takes me, you know, under a minute to shrink all the doors versus spending however much time trying to get something to lay down that might have not laid down before that I could have prevented with shrinking, I'd rather just take a little bit of time right now than risk dragging a bunch of dirt in and then screwing with it later. Because if you get fingers and stuff that starts popping along the bottom, those kind of become really annoying to get out. So what's your opinion on Global? I haven't used Global per se. very much at all, but they're a very good manufacturer. You can't go wrong with that film. It's just the adhesive. The adhesive drives me a little crazy. It's really tough to remove. How many cars do you tint a week? Not a whole ton right now. All right, so I guess we're going to get started. It's been a minute, so forgive me if I am a little bit rusty, but I guess that generally is the case. Let me change this. Where'd it go? We're going back. We're going back from where we came from. So I've had a handful of really good squeegee blades, and I was kind of just taking a tour through some of them. So the Blue Max, getting harsh reminders why I use what I use. I like the flat out the best, I think. This one's got Teflon tape on it. I haven't used this one yet with Teflon tape on it, so. I'm new here, just started watching you, and you're my motivation homie. Oh, that's cool, man. Glad to hear it. This can be a tough field to get into, so it's really frustrating in the beginning. You're a one-man shop? Yes, sir. It's hard to keep multiple people. My tank wasn't soapy after 2 days. Do you shake yours up? Oh, if it's been sitting for a couple days, just replace the water, especially with baby shampoo. Baby shampoo separates from the water a little bit, it sticks to the sides and stuff. Just becomes tacky. Just replace it. Hey, man, finally been able to catch one of the lives? Yeah, because we're finally outside of working hours. Things have been pretty good. Definitely a little slower than I would have wished, because it's been a minute since we've done this, but other things have been very busy, so I'm not sitting at home doing nothing. There's always something to do. Oh, baby! We haven't had one of these in a minute. I'm waiting for it to show up, though. There it is. Oh, we do. Okay, good. That's working. Fast M. Thank you. Thank you for the $2. If the stars are the night. What does that mean? Wait, what? Am I missing something? Thank you for the 2. I think I'm missing something there. I watch this dude all the time. He's awesome. Oh, thanks, buddy. Motivated me to start my own tinting, getting the back window down. Almost there. Dude, that's sweet. Aw, you guys are nice. I appreciate that. I sometimes forget that I'm motivation for people. It's weird because this is just what this is just a job for me. But we've kind of tried to turn it into something a little bit more special. So, I do what I can. Love your videos. Keep it up. Thank you. We're trying. We're doing our best. All right, let's get started, which means you guys know the head contraption needs to go on. So that means the fun hat comes off. So unfortunately, as far as I know, this battery has to stay on. So good hat hair. What are we doing today? We are doing this Silverado. We're going to be doing everything but the windshield and Limo, but we're going to be doing a strip on the windshield. Ooh. Oh, wait. Ooh. What are we going to do on the windshield, huh? So I'm in a little predicament. I'm out of, short 5. I thought I had more, but I'm actually just 36s, so I'm wondering what I'm going to be doing for a windshield strip. I guess I got to chop up a 36, unfortunately. How long did you... Late appointment? Yeah, this was supposed to be a 7 a.m. appointment, but we got confused, and it's 7 p.m. now. No. Yeah, it's just... It was a drop-off for tomorrow, and it actually, now's a good time to do it, and I haven't done a late stream in a long time, so this will be fun. What was the last one? How long did you tint before you opened the shop? I've been tinting for about 12 years before I opened up a shop. I don't think you need to go that long. I just didn't really want a shop. Okay, 1. Oh, GoPro. Canon. Oh boy, we're back. It's working. Nothing has blown up while I've been gone. All right, so we're gonna get started. So let's do that. GoPro. GoPro. Good deal. This, my friends, is what we're gonna be using. We're gonna be using Pro Classic 5%. Like I said, front windows, back glass. I thought I had a 24-inch roll. I apparently have used it on one too many windshield strips. Oh, wait, I might have a strip. We have to go hunting for it, though. I might actually have something, so that's good. So let's get this cleaned first. These, I don't think I need this on that, but I really dig big shower squeegees. I just do. They've been so helpful. I used to do this with like a handled squeegee, but now you just do it with like a big one and you finish it in half the time. How much do you charge? It depends on what vehicle. A little bit. This is in the same ballpark as GoPro. No, I didn't mean to change cameras. It depends on, hang on. No remote, oh, we have to go grab that. We left that up front. I know where we put it. So what we charge depends on the vehicle type. A little bit. Trucks and sedans I put in the same ballpark. So the sides and the back are $240 and the windshield strip is an extra $50. Ooh. Ooh. We got, oh dang, we're getting a few. Canon. 2 super chats back to back. Thank you guys. Jose with the $5. I'm tinting Corvette C6 rear glass is a pain. Ooh. Is about 10 attempts. Can't get it done. Also, I'm pretty new to this. Been tinting for a few months. Oh my God. Yeah, you're going to have a hell of a time trying to do that one. A C6, even me, like I'm not a huge fan of doing them. I can do them. It's kind of like one of those things that every time if I get one, I'm just like, oh, it's been a minute. So good luck, sir. There's not a lot I can tell you other than take it slow. I know Patrick has a really good video on shrinking the whole thing. He's got one of the more recent ones over on Patrick Latman's channel. I checked that out, and there's a couple of other good ones, I think, too. Mine was, like, really old, and I think a time-lapse. Also, James Garnett with a 5. Damn, it's been a while, and now you've got a full camera set up, changing cameras and views. Yeah, thank you so much for the 5 from the both of you. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm doing what I can. This crazy contraption, it works. It works well. Go for it. Did we change? Yes, we did. I love C6s. No. There's always those cars. Like some of them especially are like the old, like the 80, the one with the buttons on the back. It's like the 90s Corvette, late 80s, early 90s. Ugh, that one, that request just about ruins my day. Okay, so we turned this on, right? We did that? Yes, we did. So there's not a huge difference between like everything. So a sedan's going to be like $240, a mid-size SUV is going to be $260, and then something like a full-size truck is going to be $280. That's all starting though. Depends on the film. Hi. So when we're doing these without a 24, the way to save the most amount of film is to do them sideways. '90s F-150. Oh, I join you on that one. There's the F-250 with that plastic back glass. Even the F-250 with like the rubber gasket. Not fun. Plotters, we don't need plotters here. I don't like the ugly mirrors on the Silverados. Are these that bad? I don't know. I like them. I'm really glad to have like a bright red and black vehicle. It's nice. There's so many dark vehicles that we get here. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Jose with another 5. Cool, thanks, man. Keep up the good work. I'll keep trying. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Good luck. There's a group that, like, there's people that don't know my plotter funness struggles. And then there's the people that like, oh boy, not this again. We're not gonna get into it right now. Did that come up? That came up. All right, let's. Yeah, we're not gonna get into it right now. We've gone down that rabbit hole so many times. Oh dang! I think I can see that from here. Tint Wiz. That's a very iconic logo. That helps me see him from there. Good God! Canon. Good guys. Good God, you guys are coming in strong. Tint Wiz with the 2. David with the 5. I told you I'd donate when I got my first ceramic job. Oh, shit. Guys, clap it up for David. Got a ceramic job. Hell yeah, thank you. And then Tint Wiz with another 2. Do they have different super stickers? Thank you. They must have different super stickers now. I haven't checked. Because that looks different. Okay, good deal. First ceramic job. That would make me nervous too. I mean, that's great. Super sticker. Tint Wiz again with the, 100. 100 emoji. Ooh, you guys. I don't know why, but the $2 is making it go. Why you do this? Why you do this? All right, we overshot. It's tearing weird. It like tore a chunk out, but it did it weirdly. But we overshot it, so we should be fine. Oh God, what are we doing now? You guys aren't letting me work today. Well, we got all night, apparently. Oh, GoPro. Canon. Sorry about that. Mohammed with a 5. Matt loves plotters. He does in the back while he does a subtle video cut and then gets patterns and replaces them. He's super slick. Yeah, try and do that live. Yeah, no. Thank you for the 5. Yeah, we should be fine. Is this the whole truck? Yeah, the full thing with a strip. Not just the front doors. If this was just the front doors, we wouldn't make it into a thing. Full thing. We are doing limo. Limo all of the things. Plotter is hand cutting. I'm hearing plotters a lot. I don't know why. Don't you guys hear that enough from me, though? I feel like that happens often enough. Those of you that haven't, that are interested and get into one, have fun. Oh, God. Mohammed with the 5. You heard us laugh. We caught him in the act. Guys are creating a big moon back there. No. No, 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 no. No ploppers. Oh, God. That was loud in my headset. I don't know how loud it was for you. Somebody picked up some glass aid. Thank you. So, plotters, I guess, because they keeps getting brought up. No, so they're good high production machines. They're not great on accuracy, and that's the biggest issue. So it's great if you're just trying to get cars in and out all day. But if you want to get like really close cuts and stuff like that, a lot of them are going to let you down. That's my summary of it. And you'll find out when you get into it. I'm always surprised by like the amount of people that pretend they're amazing, but Jesus Christ. Canon. Plotter stock after they heard Matt uses them too. To the moon. To the moon. Thank you so much for the 5. That. Something's gonna go to the moon sooner or later. I know it's something that we should probably at least explore on here, but you're never gonna see me anytime soon use one for like a full vehicle on here. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not how we do things. Oh yeah, when you do them sideways, right? When you take a 36-inch and you do them sideways, you can only shrink this way, right? So that's why we're shrinking up and down here. You're gonna snap it like you would the bottom, but you do it on the top or on the sides instead. Jesus. Canon. Oh my, I cannot keep up. David with the 2. Detroit Tint Studio Squeegee because Matt helped me first. Aw, I hope you like it. Yeah, dude, these things turned out sweet. Thank you so much. I don't know if we can. Whoa, no, we gotta go this way. Sorry, I don't know if we can actually get the focus quite right. We probably shouldn't have done that. These turned out great. Ooh, I know I can do. One. Yeah, look at that. So we got the Detroit Tint Studio. Look at that. Oh, it turned out so nice. Canon. Good God, Mohammed's going crazy today. $5 again. I was going to say wait until the Civic hatchback comes in, but I remember Matt bought an entire back glass. Yes, so if you have a Civic hatch with that spoiler in the way, that would be a good reason to use a plotter, in that case for sure. But part of the problem is also shrinking it, so the spoiler still gets in the way. So for me, having, like, because I figured out a way to cut it out, but shrinking it was a big problem for me, so that's why I bought one for sure. I want one. mytintstuff.com. We have them on the site now. But yeah, they turned out super nice. GoPro. Show us the squeegee in action. We're getting there. We are getting there. So we got these back doors to cut out. So the way that I will do these sideways is I will still keep the roll, like basically the tint facing, for the first layer, they're tint facing the window, and then for the second layer, we still keep everything identical to the way we normally double cut. But we're doing this sideways because they're a little stubbier than they are wide. So you can save a little bit of film that way. And the only reason we're doing it this way is because we don't have a 24-inch roll right now. So everything else is going to be identical except for the shrinking. So we got this weird little like swooped back door, but just cut it like you would cut anything else. Ignore this, like just treat it all as one. They don't do it on very many windows though. They're just big old regular doors. We are way overlapped though because of how much wider we can get. And pull it down. No tape. I haven't used it yet. I just left it on. I don't know why I haven't used it before. Other than it's just kind of been there for a long time. Can you lease a plotter? Yeah, lease, like, I think the comment was license, but yeah, you can lease one for sure. Both Roland and Graphtec have leasing programs. And then I believe, at least this is the way that it used to be. So you used to be able to lease and just pay monthly on it. And then at the end of the lease, you had the chance of buying it outright or rolling over your lease into another one. Because they want to keep you. They want to keep you on the program. Oh, dang! How do we gotta fix this. Canon. We gotta fix this, because I keep walking back because I miss them because I'm talking. Mohammed with the 10. Hey, real talk though. Opinions on Dirty's tint line? Dirty's tint line. Who? Oh, Mike's? Like the Dirty tools? I don't know, I haven't used them. I like I've seen the green ones, those look pretty cool. Lease is great for printers since you'll want to upgrade. Yes, for sure. For plotters, probably not as much. It sounds appealing, but you don't necessarily need to. Canon. No. GoPro. Yeah, I actually haven't. Thank you so much for the 10, by the way. I haven't used any of his tools, but I hear good things. Can you use a whiteboard instead of a glass board? You could. You're just going to mess it up real quick. So you probably wouldn't want to. Although, like, there are cut boards and stuff like that. There's, like, self-healing cut boards that I kind of want to look into. Something like that should be okay. But you're doing a lot of cutting on it, so just keep that in mind. So if it's just, like, a plastic surface, you're going to mess it up real quick. But if it's something that's made for cutting, then there you go. No, I haven't used the tools. Like, I have a more of like, this kind of gets really dumb. But I mean oh my God, was there a dog back here? Ooh, all right, we're gonna throw down a towel back there. Looks like there was a dog running back there. Oh fuck. I hope we didn't just vacuum that in there. No, okay, so I should just stop right now. But I'm gonna get asked about this from time to time, especially about like some other squeegees and stuff. There's always like this weird ego thingy in the groups. So like earlier on, what people will unfortunately do is like they try to just butt to the front of my page. But to the front of the group with like just spam advertising. So I would delete it and I'd be like, hey, if you want to advertise, please make a video. Don't just like spam your shit in the group. And people would get offended for that. So that happened one too many times and then they just got sick of it and left. I don't know. I'd put people on mute too. It's a mutable offense, which isn't really bad. But it's just like, hey, this is a group made up of a lot of people. There's a lot of people that are clearly there to only farm sales. And that's not the purpose of the group. If you're a contributor and you actually try and help people regularly, it's cool, whatever. But there's a lot of people that just butt in there and it's just like, hey, go look at my other shit. Go buy my tools. Go do this. Go do that. And it's like, fuck off, bro. How do you feel about 3M crystalline? I only tried it once. It didn't go so well, but I was doing it wrong. So that was my own fault. I've seen videos where it was like crystalline didn't seem as worth the money because like at the end, what are you getting? Like you're getting really good heat rejection. So it's like put it on a car, see what it'll do, and compare it to the other ones. And if you can't seriously feel much of a difference, then is it worth like 3x the price? Because this is expensive shit. Might have gone a little far on that one. Little bit. We're a little tight. See this? That is tight. Want to get a contact for Geo? Burns is great. You can contact GeoShield directly with their phone number, or you can order it through my site. I have it now, which is fun. Yeah, if you ask in the group, everybody's just gonna say, or a lot of people are gonna say it's overpriced. So 3M's just got a big name. So it's tough to like, you know, that's for some reason, because they make lots of Post-it notes and stuff, that's the only window film with a recognizable name to most consumers. Does GeoShield go through you or go through them? It's all drop shipped through them. Pricing is straight in line with them though. So all the good service that you would expect with Geo. They're good dudes for sure. All right, we need clay bar. I've been keeping it warm so we have less like, I don't know, it gets cold here, right? Keeping a little, I called it a jacuzzi. It's been sitting in a jacuzzi. Oh shit, my mic is here. Why do we have it there? All right. Sorry, let me put it up here. It's gonna get all messed up if I leave it on my hoodie. Sticker. We got a sticker. We need to get rid of that. Mystery box from 44 Tools. Interesting. They actually just picked up Glass Aid too. So that was cool. Same thing for Dragon. Dragon ordered a bunch of rolls of it too. 44 just put it up on their site though. So if you shop 44 and you want some Glass Aid stuff, they got it now too. Tint Studio Clay Bar Jacuzzi. You know, I was kind of laughing about that because I was thinking about it. I was like, it'd be really cool to just get a print on it, but this seems like a lot of work too, so I don't know. All it is like a food container thingy, like a food thermos. So I'm sure I could find a site that does printing on them, but then I gotta have Carrie do a design. And it's not something I would sell, really. I just think it would be funny. Yeah, Dragons had the clay for a minute. But they just picked up the rolls too. I was pretty the only thing that I don't like about the rolls is they start to telescope after a while. God, that sure is slidey. So, what was I talking about? I forget. Oh well, whatever. Huh. Will this give us infinite squeegee blade? I don't know. We'll see. Sorry, I got distracted. Because I had a handful of squeegees, so I kind of took a tour back through the, what's it called? The Orange Crush. And then the Blue Max. Man, I miss the Blue Max. But then it started to nick really quickly, and I'm like, yeah, this is why. And in comparison, it felt super hard compared to the Orange Crush that I've been using for a little while. But the Orange Crush started leaving streaks. The Blue Max nicked really fast. And so I still like the Blue Max and everything. But I was, I had this. Yeah, the only thing that I haven't used yet that I had in my little arsenal over there was the the flat out. And then Sun Distributing, I was over there a while ago. This is months and months ago. And they had Teflon tape, and they said it's good to put on there. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll try it. So I stole some off the roll they had sitting there. And this is the first time I'm using that. I don't like the idea of having to retape everything though, I guess. But I guess it depends on how good it actually is. Like, is it worth it? I really like these cropped ones because these like help you get into better spots. It is very slidey. I wasn't expecting it to be so slidey. Well, the problem is you do it so much on the Blue Max. So it was like within like the first 2 cars, I already had it leaving a streak. And I'm like, don't know about that. Don't know about that. Rick's tape? Yeah. Yeah, it is, but like, as far as I know, it's the stuff he currently has, but maybe it's not. Oh, no. Oh, you get, wait. Please tell me no. No, it did it. God damn it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Ah! We fucked up, boys. I didn't notice on this one. You guys want to know something that really sucks right now? We gotta recut out these doors because we got some gaps. You wanna know how that happened? I can tell you how it happened. I remember seeing it too. Okay, so, damn it. These are both useless. All right, so this is something that I should have checked. It usually doesn't ever happen. I think I rolled that one all the way up, but I didn't check this one. His windows were like just slightly down. They weren't down very much. And if somebody puts their windows down, they put them down that far. These ones were down just like a little bit. So I noticed with a stamp on this one, so I rolled this one all the way up. That's why I don't double cut. Well, okay. Yeah, but if you don't double cut, what you lose in film when you make a mistake, you lose way more in the time. So if I'm not actually double cutting, I'm losing way more time and potential. So the film is negligible at that point. It sucks. Nobody likes throwing potential money in the trash when you mess up patterns together. That sucks. But I would much rather throw away some film than throw away my time. So we're gonna cut these out real quick. But yeah, it's no fun. It's no fun when it happens. Especially when you're first learning. Throwing away double the film is like, oof. Oof, that one's gonna hurt. Well, we can fix our janky-ass little side too. Let's go. No scratches. It kind of freaked me out because I saw a couple lines, but it was like a dried water line from before. But I don't see any scratches yet. So that's a good thing. There we go. That's how it should be. Been a long time? It's been a minute. Time goes fast though for me. Doesn't seem like it's been very long. Okay, so what happened the first time too is when I did this, it was like bunched up here, so it didn't tear clean. So it tore just a little chunker out of there too. So now it's straight. Have you ever installed double five? No? Maybe? I've tinted over tint. I just don't remember how dark. It's not a regular thing. I think it's a little insane. Because this would be double 5. And like at some point you gotta go, do you really even want to see while you're driving? Why? If you need it darker, just wear sunglasses. Because if you limo everything, like you're not looking in. So it's just like it's a personal thing. It's like, I want it darker, and I want it darker, I want it darker. Gets crazy. Do you need to sign a waiver to get 5 on the sides? Some places. Every place is gonna have their own little quirks. Mine is live streaming. But I'm guessing most places no, but there are like some legality waivers that some places will have. But it totally depends on the place. There are no universal laws with window tint. Even when it comes to like states, every state's gonna have different laws and regulations. So like Texas, they'll have you put stickers underneath the film under the driver's thing because they want to know what shop is doing it. And some shops can actually get in trouble. So that's just like a downside of living in Texas. New York, you have to have it retinted every year for yearly inspections. Did you tint your peel boards? Yeah, we were trying something a little different. We were trying, like, I didn't want them just to be white, right? Like, this is white frost, and I put a light behind it. So, like, without the light, it looks like, yeah, it's okay. There's this crazy, like, iridescent film. So I picked some up, and then I put a white frost behind it, and I didn't know what it would look like until I had it on there. So I was trying to make it all crazy for the stream, but then I realized when I put the lights behind it, pointing cameras directly at lights make everything else dark. How long is a typical tint job, except the windshield? Well, when we're streaming, sometimes they go on too long. I shoot for 2 hours at the latest. So 2 hours is usually a good time frame to like keep the ball rolling. You want to be able to tint faster than that, but if it takes you like 3 hours, don't beat yourself up about it. It just depends on how many cars you want to get done in a day. And you can only, like, it depends on what you're charging too, right? So everything's got to be factored in. So if you could charge like $1,000 a car, right? You'd only need to do like 1 car in a day, depending on your business. Voila. Yeah, so this is a little bit much right here. You don't want to see it like so stressed out. You want it to lay evenly like that. Easy peasy. So if you over shrink it on the side, it can be a challenge to get it to install. But some, in my opinion, is better than none, so. Yeah, we kind of talked about it already, but tinting over tint. We didn't really talk about the longevity of it, though. If it's your own film and you know where it came from, then you'd be more okay. But if you're just tinting over somebody else's, then like you can't be held responsible for any type of failures, because the layer on top could bubble or peel, and then you're like, if you warrantied it, like if you put a warranty on the job, then what are you gonna do? You're gonna try and double tint it again with your own film? It's not gonna match. And then the other problem is you have to tint one door window back to back, and it's dumb. So it's kind of a do it at your own risk thing. Some people are just be like, yeah, I just want it darker, I don't care, I'll run the risk, and then it's fine. It's up to them, not you so much. If they're gonna pay for it, then like, yeah, why not? But there's like, if you want the best solution, it would be remove everything and tint it. I had the same thing where the windows weren't rolled up all the way. It's so stupid. It's such a dumb little mistake that I didn't catch, because it's one of those things. It's like you go off a lot of like how the normal person is, right? Like, just people either have their windows up or they have them down, and sometimes they'll leave them cracked, but they'll leave them like down like a couple of inches, right? So it's just every once in a while, it's good. It would be good practice just to make sure they're all up. So like before you go to tint them, just pull up on the switches, you're fine. But because it's just something that never really happens, it's like, of course it would happen right now. There's no problem with doubling tint? Well, that's not true. It depends. You gotta, like I said, it depends on where you're coming from, right? If you're just doing your own film, then you know a lot more about it and you should be okay. But if it's somebody else's film underneath, and let's say that film is already like 5 years old, right? And it still looks okay or something, but maybe it's on its way out, you don't know. Maybe it's a year out. Maybe it was just a cheap job. He wants it darker, he came to you. Like, it's just unknown origins of the underlying film. That's what it comes down to. Have you ever worked with iridescent film? A little bit, not much. I've done like some mirrored film and some weird looking film on a couple of cars before, but not much. Every film's gonna be a little bit different, but like the category of like iridescent film wouldn't necessarily make it much different from regular film. Yeah, that's a good thing to tell them. If it feels like, inspect the quality of the job first, and then yeah, let them know, and then let them make their own decision. That's the best way to handle it. Because like if somebody's looking to throw money at you, like fucking take the money. They want your works. So I totally get it. Like if I had a car, it was a handful of years old, I wasn't a tinter, and I'm just like, yeah, I just want to darken up my tint. And somebody's like, well, you know, all these things could go wrong, blah, 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 blah. It's like, yeah, I appreciate them letting me know of the issues, but at the end of the day, I just want to get my fucking windows tinted, bro. So that's where a lot of them come from. Anything, going way back. Anything you would have done differently to prevent the city from getting involved? You can't publicize the address anywhere, and you just got to be real careful. But the problem is everything's so public now. So like you're putting out advertising, and you're just trying to keep everything a low key. So you have other competition, you have other people looking out, so it's like anybody could just be a dick at any time. And then Somebody could be walking by the house and just be like, well, I don't like it. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things that, like, it happens. Like, there isn't really any good thing to tell you about avoiding city problems. You just might have to deal with them if that's what you want to do. You could check with them first and see, like, what you're legally allowed to do, but I think the other thing is also potential HOAs too, if you're in that type of area. We almost got this. We got one popping up because of the way we shrink it. This is really long, this is really short. Should put like a little extra, and I don't shrink on this side, but it might help. Thanks, wish me luck. Good luck, sir. It sucks though. No, that's not necessarily true. It depends on a few other things too. It wasn't just that. Canon. Mohammed, thank you for the 5. Sorry, I responded before I even said anything. You were on a lease. If you own your house, you can run a business out of it. That's what I do. It depends. It depends on where you live. So you might be completely fine with where you're at. But there's like, you have city problems and then you have landlord problems. So those things are two separate things. And it was like, they were just calling the city. And the city was like, no, you can't do this. It doesn't matter if you own the house or not. GoPro. Why does the GeoShield look blue-green? That's the GoPro colors. It's few things. It's the way that I tweak the colors on the GoPro, and it's also has to do with like the Kelvin on these LEDs. Kind of everything mixing in. GoPros really saturate their image, so I have what is called a LUT on the image to try and make it look as good as I can. But it's not like blue in person. It really doesn't. I'm not just like, oh, no. It really doesn't look blue-green. It's a really good matching film. So there's a lot that comes down to your own lighting. So a lot of it comes down to like your own setup and your own lighting and stuff like that. I went for like, you see how we have nice pretty reds and greens and stuff like that? Like I tried to make it as nice as I could with a little bit of a pop to it, but what do you have on your own personal vehicle? If I want to go, there's like 2 looks that I really like. If you want to just go dark, I would suggest 35 on the windshield and 20 on the sides. If you want to go a little bit lighter, do 50 on the windshield and 35 on the sides. But that was also on an SUV, so I had 20 on the back. So I generally lean towards 20 on the sides and the back. But if you want like a dark look. Good God, they just keep coming. Where are we at with that? Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Mohammed with the 3. Buddy, you could just chat. Thank you. Interesting, is what he said. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, it depends. Every state, it could be even a subdivision, right? Subdivision that has like HOA rules, they might not be okay with the business. But it was literally like, no, somebody went straight to the city and they were like, he's got a business. And then they said, oh, running a business out of a house in this city is illegal. Needs to cease immediately. And it wasn't like, oh, if he owned the house or whatever, so stupid. Dang! I feel like there's going to be an explosion sooner or later. Mohammed, $3. Very interesting. Thank you. I sent from home. I only go off of word of mouth. That is a good way to do it. It's definitely tricky if you live stream everything. There we go. Do we get our clay? All right. Thanks for the super chat. $3 superbly interesting. Good God. Well, that thing's just... That's the big one. That's what I had left. I meant to get a different one, but that's what it is. Oh, Jesus. It's like the big moon from Majora's Mask. I'm gonna paint a big creepy smile on it. Advertising, or do you just rely on walk-ins? So I ran Facebook for a while, and I need to get my Facebook marketing right. Facebook drove me crazy. Ooh! Ooh, that's a good super chat. Because it said just pop it with your knife. Okay, please stay. Please stay. Thank you. Pop it with your knife at this point? No. I was gonna do that once. I was gonna throw my knife at it. Oh, Jesus. I'm not even over there. It's just super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat. I'm in the middle of a window, boys. I can't even, I'm not even looking at it. Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh my God. That was the radio. We need to turn that off. Well, thank you. Fuck it, I spent $50 already. This is the last one. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. But somebody else isn't done. Oh, somebody was asking about slip tape. It's been good so far, but this is the first one we're doing, so... It's a little early to say. I kind of have to spend like a good week with it first. I mean, initial impressions are good. I don't know how long it's gonna stick. Jesus Christ! Can I finish this? Oh my... Oh, you thought I was kidding? Jesus Christ, man. Again, I cannot keep up. Hang on, let me finish this window. We'll catch up in a minute. Good God! Like, we actually have work to do. And it's late. Alright, so if this happens, right? So we shrunk it on the side. There we go. You want to get it to like lay down smooth. Get all that air out together in one go. Because if you put too much tension here, it'll make you fight with it. You don't want to fight with it. You just want it to lay down smoothly. So get as much air out as you can, and then just swoosh. Swoosh what you can. Jesus. Jesus fuck Christ! What are you guys doing? Stop. No, stop. Come back. I don't see names or hear names either yet, so I still have to look it over. I have suspicions, but I have to get the truck done. All right, so that one's done, except we gotta squeegee the outside. Cannon. Oh my God!
$2
Whoa!
99
No,
cents.
stop.
Man, how was your day?
What did we do? We did something bad. Oh fuck. Wait, what? Why did it come out of there? Oh my, whatever. All right, hang on. Let me catch up. Jesus, you guys, thank you. All right, Muhammad said just pop it with your knife. John with a 5, just in a friend's Jeep, 5% sides, 35 windshield in New York, just waiting for that call when he gets pulled over. Thank you so much. Jeff with the 5, pop. Muhammad with another 5. Okay, last one, I've spent 50 already. Nicholas, green squeegee for the win. Thank you for the 5. Yes, glad you like this. Really glad you like this. Thank you so much for the 5 too, on top of that. RJ's window tinting with the 5. Thank you. Mohammed again with the 3. Haha, I thought you thought it was kidding. See, I can't catch up. Mohammed, slow down. Mohammed with $20. Just chatting. Man, how was your day? My bank called. That's funny. Yeah, they'll hold your card if you do too many of them. We've had it happen before. All right, fuck it. I'm going to throw a knife because I actually got to work. So we're just going to throw the knife. We got 2 knives. We're going to pop it. I think. Unless it doesn't. As long as it doesn't bounce here. We got 2. Hang on. GoPro. GoPro. Thank you. Oh, yeah. We'll be fine. What do you think? You think this is dangerous? Oh! Good God! That worked. I've always wanted to do that, so we did it. Ah, we beat you. $3. Mohammed, I have the black credit card. They won't hold it. That's fair. Probably not. We got a baller here. No, but there was this one stream where I actually wanted to throw a knife at it, just for fun. I was worried it'd bounce back and hit me though, but it was all good. So we're done with that side. We need to move over to this side. Audio's whack. Uh-oh, that's no good. Might have been because I ran over to the other side for a minute. Cannon. One, 2, 3. How do we check it? Huh. I'm thinking. It's not a GoPro, but yeah, the mic that I use for the GoPro. I thought it was on this, it's not. Canon. Canon. Ooh, maybe. Canon. Canon. Oh, we're on the Canon, sorry. GoPro. Okay, so we should be okay, but I don't know for sure yet. Mohammed with the 2, can you tell me how much I've spent? I can't actually. I can tell you afterwards. I'd have to go through and add them all up, though. Your bank could tell you. So how's the audio right now? Is it all messed up, or is it okay? If it's glitchy right now, that's no good. I don't know why it would be. It still sounds weird. Dang. Dang! That's a weird one. I don't exactly know what to do about this one. Alright, let me reconnect them. Let me grab something. So it's one of two things. Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Is this still okay, or is this not okay? And then we wait for the response. How's it sounding? Dang. That's no good. Okay, so it's jacked. That's no good. That's really not good. 1, 2. Okay, well, somebody, one of you dudes do it. Good God, fuck me. I'm thinking. This is tricky. Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Test. Two. No, I guess we'll give it no delay. How does that work? Is it better? Or are we still all fucky? Because if it's not that, that's real bad. What the heck? How's that work? We good? Or are we not good? Still, I think I know what that means. Still. Thinking. I'm thinking. What can we do? So you gotta ask. So either the mic is just blown out now at this point, which would be weird off of popping of a balloon. It could be the mic, but I'm gonna think of how to separate the. Do we kill the mic? I don't know. See, I'm wondering what I can do. So let me try this. Tiny microphone. Camera. Ooh, that might work. That's weird. Use the other cameras. Well, okay, so let me explain. This is the microphone. This is not actually using sound. So the big problem is I got to figure out how to make this run sound through HDMI, but it looked like it was picking up, but it said it wasn't. Or you guys said it wasn't. So I don't have a great way to monitor my audio right now. Chat. Right? Because how does that work? The microphone's direct. So I don't actually have the microphone running through my streaming software, which really sucks. Maybe I can add it and then I can monitor it. That might work. Get another cell phone? That doesn't make any sense. I'm thinking. Audio is really hard to route with all of this. All right. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. That doesn't really sound. That doesn't sound like a robot to me. Hang on. Ooh. One. GoPro. Okay. So that should mostly sort it. One. What are you doing up there? All right, how are we doing now? Now we actually should be okay. Still really annoyed. I'm thinking too, because I don't think I got a better way to do this. Okay. All right, we're gonna be okay then with this. Still bad on GoPro, but not on camera. I think. Hello, 1, 2. Checking. I don't know, guys. It sure sounds like it's okay. But, like, 'cause I'm monitoring it. So, I don't know what the problem would be. The microphone sounds fine. At least on my monitoring it does. GoPro. So is it specifically with the GoPro? Hang on, I gotta mute you guys. Alright, let me turn you guys down in my head. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's okay. It sure sounds like it's okay right now. Microphone's working fine. Y'all are just crazy. Yep. Yeah, it's working okay. So it's either something with the output. Yeah, bad on GoPro. That's working okay. So it's either something with the output. Oh. Yeah, bad on GoPro. That's even kookier. Okay. So it's either something with the output. Oh, that's horrible. Well, shit, son. I see what you mean. It's it has nothing to do with the microphone. It has nothing to do with my immediate setup. What the problem is when I go to the source, it's all sorts of fucky. I don't know why. That's really annoying. Because this right now I'm using the microphone. So right now in theory it should be completely fine. But as soon as I go to the GoPro source, there's a problem with the All right. New GoPro source. Okay. Oh. Yep. Or so we could just do this. It's still doing it, huh? Wow. Okay. Oh. Yep. Or that's kooky. It's still doing it, huh? Huh. Wow. Okay. Oh. Yep. Or that's kooky. That's real kooky. It's still doing it, huh? So, what would it be? That makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. Okay. Oh. Yep. Or that's kooky. That's real kooky. It's still doing it, huh? So, what would it be? That makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. Okay. Oh. Yep. Or that's kooky. Sorry. Yeah, there's an echo. Yes, there is some type of event. I'll be honest, I don't know what microphone I'm even using anymore. Microphone. Is that working now? Come on. Come on. Microphone. Damn it. Is that working now? Come on. This is real bad. Think. Test number 534. Test number 534. You're kidding me. Was that it? Honestly? Are you kidding me? Sweet Jesus. All right. Breathe. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good now. I hate this. Great audio. All right. Let's regroup. I know the problem, and I can fix it. 2 seconds. Oh, I muted you guys too on my head, so that should fix that. Don't you hate tech sometimes? Man, I tell you. But without it, we wouldn't be here. It's a good part of what I do, is figure all this shit out. That one. Good God, that one. So, how do we prevent that? So, like, it happened before, but in a different way. So, what happened was... what happened was the... so, it didn't make sense. It still doesn't. The capture device that I used for this scene was being funky. And what's so obnoxious about that is Well, the fact that it happened at all, but like there's no clear indication that it was that at all, you know? So it was just being skippy, but as far as I could tell, the video feed still seemed fine. So why would it mess with the audio? The audio has nothing to do with that scene. It doesn't run through it. It's not associated with it. It's completely independent. But yet it was screwing with the scene in such a way that it would make it look like the microphone was busted or something. So all I literally did was deactivate it and reactivate it, and now it's completely fine. Like 2 seconds. But figure these things out as you go. It should have been the microphone, but it wasn't. You using slip tape? Yes, we're using the slip tape. I mean, it's been fine, but you can use the squeegee a handful of times and it'll be fine, and then all of a sudden it won't be fine. So if I start, yeah, we're just gonna throw that there. If we start scratching it or something, then we'll see. But I haven't seen a scratch from the first 2 windows, but that's not exactly like long-term use. Let me see how long it'll last. Play around with it. It is slick though, so that's cool. God, how long did that take to sort out? That took like a good, feels like 20 minutes. Good times. You know what's funny is it already messed up before. It froze. So the image was okay, and then all of a sudden it just froze. And that was a pretty clear instance of the capture device messing up. But for it to mess up like that, that was weird. That was real weird. The easiest way to sort something like that out is to close the stream software and reopen it. But you can't necessarily do that now, can you? And keep your stream going. Some things you have to try and sort out while it's still open. So you end up going on this wild goose hunt of like deleting and re-enabling devices, adding them back in. And then it's like you have your scene set up a certain way, so it starts, like, things start getting rearranged and screwy and whatnot. It gets really weird real fast. So I don't like to do all that, but I guess I'll sort it out after. Why does the 5% look green? It has to do with the lighting here. It is 100% not green. I know that's weird, but it has to do with both LED lights and the LUT that I put on the GoPro to help make colors pop and do some other stuff. Because GoPro, well, actually, like, not make them pop, but like desaturate some of it, but exaggerate some other colors too, a little bit. So the GoPro has like a really weird default color profile on it. So you add what is called a LUT to like change it a little bit, like fine tune it with your setup. Doesn't get everything right, unfortunately. Window tint is a tough one, especially shades too. One layer or two? Wow, somebody really likes slip tape. It's just one. 2 layers last longer? I'd hope so. I'm curious to see how long it lasts. If I have to replace it every car, I'm not going to use it. If it's like, will get me through like a good week, I think that would be pretty cool. Still don't really like the idea of disposables. Like, there's only so many things that you want to have to change. We're going with the Pro Classic Color Stable dyed. Also in 5, is very dark. So it's not, it does a pretty good job of being smooth. I'd say it leaves a couple of streaks here and there, like little ones. What I really don't want to see are scratches. If I start seeing scratches this early on, then I gotta abandon ship. It's coming right off. Is 90 good for front doors? Yeah, that's pretty good for sure. I mean, there's a lot of times I'll say 100 and people be like, okay, I'll call you back. And they don't call back. But it depends. It's tough being newer. You might go, dang, dude, I didn't think you were new. Well, my business is new, so that makes me new. Where do you get your hand tools? So 2 places. Tint Depot, they're a proud supporter of the channel. They have all the squeegees and stuff that I use, and then there's a few unique things that I carry, and that's on my own site, my tint stuff. Because tint stuff is taken. I say 90 and most people give me 100 anyways. That's nice. That's good for sure. Ew, no. Do you ever install, or do you ever sell an expensive film and then install a cheap one? No. Don't do that. Why would you do that? That's a way to kill your rep. That's also why I don't install cheaper products to begin with, because it's a longer game. You can save some money now and install a cheaper film and risk it going bad. And, I mean, you'll still be in business, but, you know, it's an expensive problem to fix down the road. And it depends on what you guaranteed it for. So if I'm installing a cheap film and it fails, and I guaranteed it, then you're going to have people knocking on your door wanting it replaced. And then, if you install it cheap with a cheap warranty, I guess you're not lying to them, but it's kind of shooting yourself in the foot as a business. You're going for a high turnover rate. So, cheaper you go, more cars you have to do. Depends on the business that you want to be. Dang cam link. So how do we fix that? How do we fix it for future? We just wait for it to mess up, and I guess we just stop it and restart it? Because it's the second time in a stream it's done it. So it's most definitely going to do it again. I wonder if they have a firmware update for it. That would be nifty. Probably not, but... Well, you know what? Maybe they do. I want to make sure I have quality tools to avoid scratches and mess ups. Yeah, so go to Tint Depot for sure. And then my site's gonna have like a handful of other things, but they carry the Glass Aid stuff. Yeah, you can get everything there. Most everything. With software? If anything, go with DAP if you can. It's by XPAL. Everything else is shit. Kind of. Sprit. So the only worry I've got about this door right here is the way that we shrunk it. Right here. Alright, right in here. Computer cut is more than... Oh, yeah. So we can pick apart the different softwares, but I've got into them a bunch. I don't want to do it now. The biggest problem is just patterns. You need reliable patterns. If you don't have reliable patterns, it doesn't matter what else the software can do. My problem has always been the best patterns, and I've been let down a lot of times, and I just got tired of it. I'm hearing squeaking. Why am I hearing squeaking? I don't want to hear squeaking. That's annoying. So they can be like close, but I saw a good amount that was really upsetting. And I think like, so there was like another problem. It like, everybody's got this attitude about their software. Like the companies do. They want it to be like a feature of their film. They want it to be like a selling point. But most of them didn't have actually good enough patterns to justify you carrying their film. And I still think that's really, really weird. You shouldn't have to depend, like, the film is the film, the software is the software. And Expel's really the only one that I think has that leverage because they have such good patterns. But even then, it's like, look, at the end of the day, most people are not going to be, at least I feel like it. I think you're crazy if you think otherwise a little bit. If you let the patterns dictate what film you use, that sounds really backwards to me. Because you can get good cuts without a plotter. But, let's take this out. Good God, man. What the fuck was thrown in there? All right. Canon. Sorry. GoPro. My back room's a mess. See, that's the thing. So people ask me, yo, dude, what software should I use? And then I go, I really liked Expels. And then they're like, I tried. And they told me to fuck off. And I'm like, well, that sucks. And then I remember similar fuckery with Computer Cut and I think TrueCut was a pretty good one, but that's Suntex. So, you know what I mean? This whole rabbit hole of like what software should I use? Well, I'm really interested in plotters, blah, 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 blah. Most of them just suck. Or they have strings attached to their company. So then, like, you can't, there's not much you can do. So there's not much I can recommend. Which is fine, because I don't use one in my daily routine anyways. I would like to see actual good software, though. But it's tough. It's annoying how Expel started as a software company and now you have to buy it. Yeah, there's like this window of time where you could actually get their software when they like just started doing window tint. So their software was available for $100. And then everybody was like, holy shit, they got great patterns. And then they recognized that pretty quickly. And then they're like, well, we're doing really good in the film game now. Sorry. We're cracking down territories. That's the game. So, it does make sense from their standpoint, but it's also like a... Are we going to cut this on the outside, or are we actually going to do this on the inside? This looks like an easy one for me to just trim out real quick on the outside. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do it on the outside. I don't normally do that, but I think on this one we might just do it for the heck of it. Look at that. Isn't that special? So, one of the biggest gripes is like, you've got a pretty... All right, what do I need? What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? Like, everybody's asking about plotters and software and stuff more than ever, and it's just, I don't have anything good to recommend because the only good one got locked down, and then the not so good ones are more available, but you can't rely on their patterns. So like, what the fuck am I supposed to tell you? They all have some sort of strings, or they'll let you down in other ways. We need to make a new software, but it's tough. You like literally have to quality check everything, and that's very time consuming and expensive. So the way Expel was doing it was they actually get the vehicles and they cut them out and they scan them and then they double check them. But it takes a long time to do all that. But they have the best ones. But everybody else sources their patterns. Or a lot of people do. They source their patterns from everybody else. The problem is that everybody has a different way of doing things and you can't quality control everything. So you scan it in and cross your fingers. And then most of y'all are okay with it. So they're allowed to continue doing things that way, so why change? You should create your own. Yeah, but it'd be so limited. It wouldn't actually be beneficial to a business to pay for. Here goes your Silverado, your Ram, your miscellaneous Audi VW. Like, it's like, here's a selection of cars. Well, people are like, oh, well, I have this car, and I have that car, and I have this car, and I have that car. And it's like, oh, sorry. I get to them when I get to them. And then they're like, well, I'm not going to pay monthly unless I have all of them. So, it's tricky. Like, what do you do? There is no good answer. We're going to do this. Because I don't want to drag that on the side. So, one of the reasons we're doing this is I only have a 36-inch roll. So, we're going to split this between the two. That'd be cool if it could reach this way, but I don't think so. Could you double cut off the one side? Yeah. Yeah, you could actually. You could just do it, reverse it, bippity bop. And they should be the same. Why didn't we? Because I was rambling about plotters. And also 5 is dark. So like seeing through it to the glass aid is not really that easy to do. So like with quarter windows, I'll usually just cut them out individually. Unless, see what I mean? I'm trying to see it right now. And I can mostly see it, but it's still pretty dark. Works much better with 20. But I'll usually take a little brawn light, hold it on the outside, rather than do this. Da, 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 da. But this doesn't really take that long either. GoPro shows it good. Oh, good. I tried to up that as much as I could. That's why we have the crazy head contraption. Cartridge shield? Yeah, that is what it's called. Cartridge shield. Here, let's put it right there. Whoop. Oh, somebody asked me how many rolls, or how many back windows you can do. So you can do about 10 back windows. Sorry, I'm overshooting a little bit because this is tough to see. Here we go. Where did we miss? Right down here. We gotta finish this up. Oh, it really does curve similar to that. Okay. I thought it was crazy. There we go. You think we got enough room now for this? Oh, how about that? Well, that's cool. Good deal. So we're gonna cut this one on the inside. Slider definitely gets cut on the inside because there's not usually enough space to do everything on the outside. At least I don't think so. I think my border is actually, wow, they make this easier, huh? We're probably still going to do it on the inside. Wasn't expecting that. And by that, I mean, normally they'll have like the gaskets and stuff a little bit differently. They won't make it so small. But this is really small. So this is extra annoying too. Processing. We gotta put our towel back. Can you use Glass Aid on, I'm assuming that said the inside? Actually, yes. So I've had windshield strips at a different account, and they'll install the windshields, but before they install them, sometimes they'll ask me to do a strip on them. So you can actually put this stuff right on that ceramic border. It'll stick right to the ceramic border, and it acts as a different cut surface. So yeah, you can use it on the inside. It's worked really well for it. Just kind of a rare occasion for me though. Oh, look at that. There's like some weird old residue. You can see it really well on this one. That's nice. It's making it all even now. It looked uneven. Now it's all even. Good deal. Ew. What the heck? So I was leaving my clay in the clay jacuzzi, and I noticed it made it like different. It shouldn't be like this. It made it like crumbly, I guess is how I can explain it. So I'm guessing like you clean it with like warm water, but I guess leaving it soaking in warm water for an extended period of time doesn't seem to be working out so well. That's a shame. It's weird. It's made it like weirdly crumbly. Have you tried the magic eraser for rear windows? Yes, I have. It didn't, clay outperformed it by a big margin. So like the clay will take weirdo black residue off of the back window or off of the defrosters. So go over it with a magic eraser and then try clay, and then let me know which one worked out better for you. Like what's cool is you do the magic eraser and then do the clay, and you'd be like, oh shit. That's at least been my experience with it. Because I had the clay, and then people are like, oh, magic erasers, use those. And I was like, nobody fucking told me about magic erasers. Pretty, pretty. Oh, of course. Of course you do. Little stupid. These little guys. We won't worry about these little guys. Two little buttons. Nothing else. Just two random little metal button connectors at a weirdo spot. A little less space. There's nothing here, so that's got to be for this power slider, which again is pretty... It's just got... Why? Why do they do this? Any videos on tinting over a dot matrix? I have an old one about, what's it called? Dotrix. But yeah, dot matrix are always gonna look weird. That's just film. Film doesn't stick to it. It lets air feedback through. So you can only make it look so good, unfortunately. All right. Does the film on your site ship fast? Yeah, it ships out. So if you order, usually before afternoon, it'll ship out same day. It's just not free shipping. And it usually gets there, like, so if you're in the north, it usually takes about 3 days. And if you're down south, sometimes it can be as quick as like next day. So how do we do this? How do we want to do this? I made the other ones look so good. I want to do the same here. We're going a little farther. That's how we're doing that. So I've done a couple of cars or a couple of trucks and then like pulled them outside and then seen sometimes how glossy, like especially with these really big ceramic borders, how sometimes like you either cut it really close or you cut it really far. If you kind of like hack it in between and it's not smooth looking, it can look a little funky. So I've been trying to be a little better about that. It doesn't really like impact the tint job so much, but it's a nitpicky thing more on the inside. So it's not necessarily a problem with most, but it's one of those things that if you noticed it on the inside, you'd be like, oh, okay. No gaps, but like. You excited for window film conference? I don't know if I'm going, actually. It's a good question, though. Because they keep moving it. So, I wouldn't be surprised if they had to move it like again. I went last year, but that was before. No, not last year, the year before that. I went to the last one. But, you know, stuff happened in the meantime. And, yeah, I don't know. I definitely wasn't going to go in January because we just had our baby. But now, I have a baby too, so the window film conference it might be too early. Look at that. That looks clean now. We're so close to the edges. Sticking really fast though on the ceramic. Soft water? No, I don't do anything to soften the water. We just have city water here. So it's whatever comes out of the pipes. I don't do anything special to it. The only thing I would be concerned about with like hard water would be sediments in the water. So you could have the same, like a similar thing with city water, but for the most part, depends on where you live. City water is generally clean. So there shouldn't be like random particles in it, but ugh, hard water there might be. I noticed a big difference with spring water. Interesting. I hate heavy things from the store. So like going and getting like 5-gallon jugs. Maybe having like a company run it around. It wouldn't be expensive. It might be worth doing for here. But it's nothing I've ever really had a problem with, so it's not anything that I've tried yet. How often do you clean the filter? Not very. Generally speaking, yeah, this one's a little tighter. You just untwist it, spray it out. I don't have like a big inline filter or anything. Most, like, if I have specs, I'll blame them on myself, not really the water that I'm using. So there's probably been specs that have been from the water. I just have always blamed them on myself. Been like, oh, I'm such a bad tinner. I need to step up my game. But it could have been the water, I guess. It's just not something I really factor. We're going to see that, how that rolled. We're gonna do that. Don't forget the windshield strip. Thank you. I actually was remembering it, but like I was like, of course, but then I'm like, oh, I've forgotten those things so many times. I don't like the sound this is making. It was fine, but now it almost sounds like it didn't scratch. Okay, good. It didn't scratch. It left a line like it almost did. That's really quick though, huh? Oh, shit. Oh, that didn't last long at all. Oh, that's worn out. I see what you mean by 2. I don't think I like that. It needs padding. Oh, shit. Oh, I have an idea. Maybe that's the answer. But I don't like that as a solution necessarily. We're going to take it off. I don't like it. It's already done. GoPro. It just auto switched. So this is the tape. It's... You said... Oh! I didn't even notice. Now that might be interesting. I have a reason for doing it like that. So I'd need new... I don't have a roll of it. I'd have to pick up a roll or something. But I'd have a reason for doing it, because it might let me use it in a handle. But maybe. I don't know. It seemed to fit it. Look, it's a Silverado, and it's already dead. I already, like, that was that scraping that I was hearing. I already wore through it. I was like, ooh, I found infinite squeegee. No. Fail. Not impressed. Too soon. So while the idea is there, I just think you'd have to baby it too much for it to be viable. Or you're just doing it all the time. Like somebody said, you'd have to do, like 2 layers last longer. So that makes sense because the edge of the squeegee is kind of like, is pretty sharp. Not like cut you sharp, but sharp for a squeegee, right? So you're putting pressure. And as you keep putting pressure on it, it's just gonna wear itself out. I just didn't think it'd be that quick. That was really quick. So what are your solutions? Like you double up, you use a softer blade. Now I understand why you would use 2. Also, I'm really annoyed. My jacuzzi is ruining my clay bar. I didn't think, like you warm up the water and you can massage all the dirt out of it, and it never had it be a problem with a clay bar, but when you leave it soaking, it doesn't like that. It turns into like, just starts crumbling, like sticky crumbling. It's not good, bad. Alrighty, so we gotta figure out what we're doing about this last bit. Problem. We don't have a short roll. So, 30, wait, no, I might have 1 roll. I gotta check. I might have something I can use. I gotta go double check. I put a 5% strip off my last one. I threw it in a different roll box, and it was a 20% roll box. So I have to check the edge of it, though, to make sure it's okay. And then we'll know. I'm doing a terrible job of this. There we go. How long is the windshield? Long? I don't know. This long? I don't ever measure, even though I actually have, I have one. I could find out. I'm not. All right, so let me see. Let me see what I got. That's from earlier. Would you consider adding PPF? No. I don't want nothing to do with it. Oh, there you are. Hello. Hello. So, I gotta check. And we might be able to refinish the edge, actually, because I'm here and I have glass boards. Yeah. Yeah, we can straighten you out. I think one of these edges should be okay. So I don't really want to do PPF because if there was a PPF dude that came in here and handled it all, sure, why not? But then the responsibility is on me for getting him work. So, oh, I don't even think this is going to be long enough. I think this is going to be awkward, actually. Oh, fuck it. All right, we're just gonna... We're just gonna do it the brutal way. I thought we were onto something with that, but we weren't. Should we leave that? Should we leave that on there? Looks cool, right? We're gonna waste some shit. So this is longer too. So we're gonna set this up for the long side. Oh, this hurts. This hurts. Dang. I don't think I do. I don't think I have a 24-inch. I do in ceramic. I think that would hurt more though. And it, especially because it doesn't really make sense for like just a strip, right? A ceramic windshield strip isn't going to do anything for you. You can get 4 strips out of that? Yeah, like I can try and save the rest of it, whatever, but. No, all my carbon's in 40s too. So if I do strips, it's generally just in this, but anytime I've had a carbon job, they've gone for like a full windshield. They don't go for just a strip. So, rip. What's the easiest company to start out that doesn't have... Oh, how low do we want to go? Okay, let me answer that first. Lowest cost buy-ins and stuff like that. Like, there's probably a fair amount now that don't. That used to be more of a thing. Like, professional film used to be hard to come by. Now there's a lot of stuff that you can just order off of distributor websites. So I'm going to recommend you GeoShield. So they're like walled off enough, but you don't need any dealer buy-ins or anything to get them. So one of the annoying things about this windshield too is that this isn't centered. This is longer than that side. It's like... So this edge, you like split it in the middle and you use it to line up. But it's not gonna be 100 in terms of like, it's off center. That's never seen anybody measure like that? Yeah, dude, what's up? Just bring it as far as you can, and that's usually like a good length for a windshield strip, is like that. If it goes farther than that, it's generally too long. Oh yeah, 10 inches is great for a roll. So you can get a 24-inch, like get a 40. No, sorry. Get a 20 and get it cut 10 and 10. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. That's what I would usually have, but I used it all. So here we are. I should have put it in an order at the beginning of the week. But I didn't. So, part of that was distractions. I can't see you. It's shining off of my pasty white skin. Well, it works out really well for a strip anyways. The other thing that I would do is like take a knife. So I would just take a knife and like stretch it all the way out, but sometimes I don't have enough blade. So it's just like, I could go grab a tape measure and I could double, triple, whatever, but like most of the time, it's like you can't really even tell without measuring it for sure. It's like, yeah, that looks right. So I eventually just kind of figured out that it's like if you just stretch out your hand really far, it's like that's gonna basically measure the same. Just measure it at the same spot, or use a tool or something that's identical. It's one, I don't know, what is it? Like, what's up, bro? Sign away. Tint knife, side swipe. Ooh, side swipe would be a good one, and yeah, red devil would be a good one too. Why did they get rid of the red devil? Like, at stores, I see sometimes red devil sections, and like they don't have the... I know I have it in here. Or at least I should. Oh, there it is. Yeah, this guy. Why don't they have these anymore? And like paint sections. You can find them online, but they just don't have them like they used to. That was my go-to for, which bag? Chrysler 300s. The really tight third brake light ones. They only made a handful. But there was like one specific year where it would be really annoying. It was the older ones. That was my go-to for that. Oh, dang! Oh, come on. Now I hate it even more. Unless this was already bad. It me. Hang on, sorry, I'm laughing at a comment. I just recommended Geo, and I was like, yeah, they don't have any restrictions, and then it's like, so it goes to Geo's site, and they said you have to go through a distributor. All right, go to here. Let me redirect you. Go to mytintstuff.com, create a login, and then you can get it. You just have to create a login. You don't need to be a special authorized dealer or anything. And the thing is if you call them, it's gonna be like a similar story. It's like you don't have to be a professional shop with like a buy-in and stuff like that. They just would like to talk to you before you order directly from them. To set you up like a dealer account or something. I can double check with them because they just got a store, like an online store set up with like a login. What's up, dude? Yeah, I think we make this just a bit shorter. I've been thinking about renaming my site though. Right now it's called My Tint Stuff, and that's because it's mine until you buy it, and then it's Your Tint Stuff. So I'd imagine you can create just a login on Geo's site too, but I didn't know if they had to create you one or not. I'm guessing not, but they've got probably a few things to update on there. like informational thing. I was able to create one for myself. Okay, well there you go. You can go straight to their site, create a login, bippity bop. Or you can go to my site, create a login, and bippity bop. You're off to the races. But I was trying to think of a name for a site. And then I was like, what about Tint Studio? Well, that's taken. And Studio Tint is taken. And then Tint stuff is taken. Oh, with the new dealer store, it's set up. Oh, so you can make your own. Okay, yep, that makes sense. So they just need to update some wording on their site, or they might just want to leave it. I don't know. That's up to them. I'll talk to them, though. And then I found out that you can do, like, Dot Studio. I was like, oh, that'd be cool. So I look up Tint. Ooh, shit. Maybe. What about Tint Studio Dot Studio? That'd be interesting. I think that'd be too much, though. But Tint Dot Studio was like somebody's site already, but it looked like it was inactive, so I messaged them and I was like, hey, would you be interested in selling it? And they're like, yeah, for 1 Bitcoin. It's like, oh. I think we're a little far off. It's not worth that to me, but it's apparently worth that to you, so I wish you luck. Tint shit. I do like that. There's also like a funny one that I came across was WTF. So you could be like tintshit.wtf. Or just tint.wtf. What is font? Something's, hang on. I got too much on my head here. Got shit falling over. But I couldn't think of one. A name is tough. And it really doesn't matter that much, but it's like when you start thinking about it, it's just like, no. And then you think of one and you're like, that's taken too. I don't want it to be overly generic, but I don't want it to be anything that's like too tough to like spell out or find or whatever. Shorter is usually better, simpler, something that you can't confuse the spelling on. That's also good too. But I don't know. Just throwing it out there. Dot stuff. It doesn't exist. That is not an actual extension. I was really upset about that. RIB tint.stuff in a heartbeat. And I looked it up. It's not an extension. They have .ninja. They have so many obscure domain extensions, and stuff is not one of them. I was really surprised. I did think of 45 tools. 45, 46, 47, 48, everything around 44. But carpet shield from Lowe's.com. Yeah, that'd probably be a pretty good one. Hey, that's awesome. I love my new squeegee from you. I'm gonna order a couple spares. That's really cool. Glad you like them. Dude, they turned out so clean. Oh, I love them. They're so clean looking. Like, who has a green squeegee, huh? Nobody. Nobody's got a green squeegee. I'm gonna try and reflect it in the light too. So like you see, ah, they're so cool. I love them. They're just like, they feel good. They work really well. So like one thing that I really liked about this was, I'll show you. So it's like a combination between, all right, let me explain. Let me explain like as close as I can to like what the squeegee is like. So you have like a handle squeegee, right? But it's not as good for getting in like the corners and stuff like that. The cropped ones are pretty good, but if you have a non-cropped one, they can be tougher. So it's like you use a handled squeegee up to here, but you need something for the sides. So this is what I normally use for the sides, but when these start to get worn out, they start to scratch. Every once in a while, I would get scratches, and you're going across a really far distance, so I do here, 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 and then inevitably, I do too many windows, and I get like a long scratch or a side scratch, or like I'd be tucking up the corners and stuff like this. So I still love the tri-edges, and I use them, but I use them in specific spots. So now, what you saw me do on this one is go back to old habits where I'm using a conqueror. These are really good, but they're thicker, and they're rubbery. So what'll happen is like you get it to the corners, it'll start to pull out, and when the seals are tighter, they're not the best for it. So this is kind of like an in-between. It's not quite as good as just a tri-edge on the side, but it's softer, so you're not gonna scratch it. So you can do this with it, and then added bonus, this edge fits down right into the gasket. So it's a really good bottom squeegee as well. So you don't even have to like, in most cases, you don't have to try and push it back. So like, if you try and do this with like just the conqueror, a lot of times it'll just butt up against it because it's blunt. This has a point, so this like, handy. And it's got Detroit Tint Studio on it, so it looks awesome and it's green. So I like them. They have their little niche, and they look sick. It's kind of like, it's like my way of getting a t-shirt, except you can use it, right? Like, I wanted the Tint Studio logo on like something cool, but like, I also wanted it to be like functional. So like t-shirts are so overdone. They're cool, but they're really overdone. And it's just like, this is really unique to what I do. So, yay. The green are softer than the Tint Wiz ones. Yeah, they're gonna be a little bit different. So, I was like inquiring about getting them done, and then the Tint Wiz ones showed up at my door, and I was like, oh, and I messaged them, and I was like, dang. I was getting these ones done too, and like we were talking about it for a little bit. So they were just like, they didn't care if I had my own, because they have so many like different collabs. But it's like I started seeing like other ones coming out too, and I was like, oh, I don't want to really like just jump on a bandwagon, but I would have had, oh, hang on. I shouldn't have jumped down. All right, there we go. What was I trying to say? I would have had like a Fusion edition one a long time ago. Or like a Tri-Edge edition. But that's like, it's really expensive. We're not there yet. Maybe we'll be there one day. I want a green flat out. I don't know what it'll take them to do a green flat out, like a lime green flat out. Maybe they'll do it one day. Let's put this back. Was that the last super chat? Dang. Starting without me? We're done. At this point, we are at the end, except for that little guy. Oh, and little bonus. When we do a sedan, you'll see, you can actually shrink with these things. It's kind of crazy. Like, you can use these like a shrinking card. I don't know if you'd really need to, but you can. Canon. Do I look messed up now? I jumped off the back of the truck, and then it, like, everything got a little out of whack, so I'm gonna have to sort this out after the fact. GoPro. I saw the super chats 1 second. Thank you. I was just making sure this was all wiped down and looking sweet. Canon. Woo! Oh wait. And then we gotta. There we go. Okay. I don't know how to fix that. Whoo! Oh my God. Well, that went a little longer than I thought it would. LKB with the 2 and the other 2. 4 total. Thank you so much, buddy. Yeah, unfortunately, we're done. We've been doing streaming for the past 2.5 hours. Oh no. Finally caught the tail end, only been watching a year. Well, I hope it wasn't like, I hope you got to see a little bit more than just me saying we're done. Yeah, so I'm notoriously bad for notifications, but this one was kind of like a sudden thing, and then I got it here, and then we had to set it up. Oh my God! Sisig is ready. My wife made sisig. If you guys have ever had Filipino food, you guys need to try sisig. It's so good. It's immensely good. Do another. I brought stuff to make coffee here now. I forgot my creamer, but I do have stuff to make coffee, so that's pretty cool. Do you like tocino? Yes, I do. Tocino's good. My favorite of the breakfast foods. Like there's tocino, there's longanisa, and then oh dang, beef tapa. Beef tapa is my favorite though. But sisig is so good. What is sisig? It's like a pork. Okay, sorry. LKB with the 2. Wha-bam. Thank you. And then Kirill with the 10. You're back. Yes, I am. For right now, we have a full appointment, but we just finished it. So I don't know when the next stream is, but hopefully it'll be soon. It's getting warmer. It got really cold. Everything froze over. You guys know. But yeah, my favorite, oh God. Sisig is really good, but I really miss beef tapa too. That's really good. Can you answer one question of mine? Yeah, absolutely. That's the question. I answered it. No, ask it really quick though. But yeah, like I was saying for Filipino food, I love Filipino breakfast foods. They're really good. I love breakfast foods, period, but Filipino breakfast foods. Balut? You mean balut? Is that like that's the egg, right? Unless that's something different, but balut, I can't do it. I can't do it. I've done it. I can't do it. Yes. Yeah, that's not for me. I've done it, but it's not for me. It's gross. They love it, though. What would you charge as an hourly rate going into tinting? It depends. It's hard to whittle down window tinting into an hourly rate. It's a little bit easier to break it down, either like, I guess that kind of goes into per day or something like that. But it depends on how long somebody's, like, where their skills at, how long they've been tinting and stuff like that. I mean, if you're teaching somebody, doing it at minimum wage, I think is perfectly fine because you're teaching them a skill. But if somebody is like coming in and doing the work, just try and figure out a fair rate for them. I mean, window tinting is good money. Balut is the shit. Oh, here we go with everybody that loves balut. Dude, I can't. That stuff's so gross. I'm sorry. I've done it. But I can't. I can't do it again. I was like, all right, I got to experience the culture, so I got to do it. And then, but as far as an hourly rate, like, generally speaking, a lot of people got paid, like, people that I worked with would get paid, like, per day or something. So you could whittle that down to an hourly rate, but it was in the range of, like, $250, I think, is decently fair, but there's no way I'm working for that, so I don't know. What is balut? Okay, all right, and then we'll end things. So balut, it's a duck. So they take a duck and then they hard boil it, like it's a duck egg, and then they hard boil it, but it's already grown, so it looks like a duck. It looks like a little baby thing, and like it's partially grown. Oh, like chicken egg is like not grown at all. It's just a raw chicken egg, right? You got the yolk, you got the white around it, and then you cook it. This, no, it's yeah. How do you? I don't know how it's a thing, but okay. All right, we're done. I'm scaring people away now. All right, we gotta shout out some super chats. Oh my god. Somebody now asked me about GME, bro. I have read all the conspiracy theories about GME right now. I am in it, bro. I am in GME right now. That shit is gonna blow up for sure. Okay, I gotta shout out some super chats, and then maybe I'll talk about GMA really quick. I probably shouldn't though. No, talking about birds that end. LKB again with the 2. Thank you, buddy. Talking about birds to end live. Yeah, that would end it. All right. Let me shout out the super chats really quick. Big shout out to Fast M, Jose, James, Jose, Tint Wiz, David, Tint Wiz, Mohammed. There's going to be a bunch of them. Mohammed, David, Mohammed. Good God. Thank you so much for all the support, buddy. He said something that was like interesting, very interesting, superbly interesting. I appreciate it. John, Jeff, Mohammed, Nicholas, RJ, Mohammed. Like, he was, holy shit, there's even Mohammed. And then it goes into, Jesus Christ, man, buddy, that was intense today. LKB, Kirill, and LKB. Thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate the support. It's good to finally do a live stream again. Me too, I'm with you. Go to the GME subreddit. There's the Wall Street Bets one, and then there's the GME one. The GME one has some legitimate good ones. So what's going to happen is, I don't know if they've covered their shorts by doing options, but there's going to be an options squeeze, and it's going to fucking be intense. I don't know when it's going to happen. There's theories that it could happen as late as January, February, March 19th. But if they've written a bunch of options contracts on shares that don't exist on a float that's this small, that shit's going to blow up. Oh my God. All right, so that's it. That's all I'm going to say about it. I frequent the GME subreddit right now. Buy more. I'm in for 80 right now. So I bought a fair amount back when I was down at 45. I was ignoring it. I really was. And then I jumped in for the memes, and then I didn't realize everything behind it. And then like I quadrupled down when it was at 45 or whatever when I found it, and then it zoomed the next day. Dude, it's crazy what's going to happen with that one, I think. Or it'll do nothing. I don't know. But there's a good chance that it's going to be a giant option squeeze, which I think people are calling gamma squeeze. Sorry, I'm losing everybody right now. But that's it. All right, I will be back sometime. I don't know exactly when, but thank you guys so much for super chatting, tuning in. Whoa. How did we get... What did I press for that? Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Dang.